My name's Jacob Hilpertshauser and I work with J29 Creative. So I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Lived there most of my life, was raised there, was there for 26 years until I moved up here to Kansas City for a job opportunity. I went to school in Georgia College University, they call it now. It used to be called Georgia College and State University. I went there for international business with a minor in marketing. That goes back to kind of me not really knowing what I wanted to do in college. My dad was in sales, business was kind of the general route that you went through, and in my mind I just thought, oh yeah, I'll be a sales guy when I get older, I'll be in sales. When I get older I can talk to people, I'm social, I'm conversational, I get along with a lot of different personalities. So I like to look at a lot of user experience, a lot of consumer experience, think of the psychology that goes behind buying a product or using a service, why someone would use a product. I think that's my biggest skill, talent, trait that lends itself to our marketing team. I definitely came up here to Kansas City to try and find something different. I was caught in the minutia of working a regular 8 to 5 job, cold calling, traveling here and there, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I vividly remember walking up the steps every day to go to work and just like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I can't. So I quit, looked for new opportunities, found a great opportunity, or what I thought would be a great opportunity up here in Kansas City. Moved up here and the opportunity was not as good as I thought, but for the opposite reasons to why I didn't like my other job. It was a smaller company, closer knit, which is what I wanted, a smaller startup. But within that small company, I found so many issues that just affected the employees there, affected the production of the company and the company as a whole. That was actually probably one of the best opportunities I had because I got to meet Kevin, and me and Kevin for about a year would commiserate at our desks and talk about, you know, if we had our own way to do things, if we had like our own company, you know, we do things a lot differently. One day Kevin just said, hey, you know, we're gonna do our own thing. I'm gonna quit here, I'm gonna stop and start working here and do my own thing. Process we've talked about, the way we want to do things, and I was already sold by the time he had quit. So hopped off and we started our own journey on J29. I still vividly remember working in his basement every day. Jen would make us breakfast. I would drive over there with my dog Yuki, and we would sit in his basement, cold call and work, cold call and work. Those first year, 2 years was really a grind. Before we got our office space was really tough because we went from making good amount of money to making no money. You know, I had to pick up like 2 extra side jobs just to like pay for ends meet. I couldn't do anything, I wasn't going out. But it was really fun trying to build something. We were actually doing something, we were doing it our way, no one was telling us what to do. So that was super exciting. 2.5 years, 3 years down the line, we've really built something that we can see is taking off. It's still constantly adjusting, changing, adapting. In the last 10 years that I've really been trying to understand and find is kind of what I can do for a living and be happy and satisfied with. And it goes way back to me being a kid. I remember as a child, you know, the mantra was, you'll grow up, you'll go to college, you'll get a job, you know, everything will just work out. You'll find what you want to do and you'll find that role you're supposed to play in society naturally like that. And as I got into college, I kind of, you know, let things go and chose international business. But what I noticed is in that first job, I wasn't finding that happiness. I wasn't finding that type of emotional success I wanted. These last 10 years, as I've gone from my first job, the next opportunity I had up here in Kansas City, to here at J29, those 3 opportunities spanning 10 years, it's been a really interesting ride. It's changing and adapting the way that we want it to. It's growing the way that we want it to. It really is something that we were in on the ground floor and built up. Time is one of the most important lessons I learned. When I was getting out of college, I wanted a good job, good pay, and you know, after a year working my first job, I thought I deserved that. I was already bored with that job I had, but realizing that time is key to success. Going through that painful year, going through those painful 2 years. It was probably about 6 months into us, you know, kind of really working and grinding and trying to build on the clientele, build a portfolio. I was working 2 extra jobs, was going through some personal things at the time, and was like, what the hell am I doing? All my other buddies are still making pretty decent money, working their corporate jobs. I remember that time thinking back, like, did I make the right decision? Like, should I quit now without investing too much time in this whole project? And look for another job where I'd be working for someone else, doing the same boring stuff, sales, you know, not selling something that I want, not doing the things that I want to do and how I want to do them. And that was kind of a real turning point. That was actually when, this is about a year into it, I actually said, hey, I need to put more energy into J29. I quit the part-time jobs I was doing, got rid of that income so I could try and focus more time on J29 and building that out. And it was a little shaky that first month, but right after that we started seeing an uptick in real growth with the clients we wanted. It was something that was really impactful and really important for me to really understand and learn. Things don't just work out because you're doing it, but things will work out because you're doing it right and you're doing it consistently. That day that I finally said, hey, I will just go all in, and this is going to be the 100% one-time thing that I'm doing. This is going to be the job, the career that we go after. Once I made that decision, it was a game changer for me. I know that I'm happy right now. We're in a good place where we're growing. We have control over what we want to do, which kind of at the core of my career, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be in control. Hey, I can grow with this company. I can do and grow the way that I want to grow. I see myself here at J29 continuing to grow and continuing to provide a quality service to our customers, and doing it our way.